The following wrestling simulation requires discretionary viewer participation. Welcome to another action-packed edition of Fire Pro Wrestling Championship Wrestling. These matches are sanctioned and supervised by the Steam Workshop Alliance, courtesy of Fire Pro Wrestling World and the Carlzilla Mod Pack. I am Benoit, and we are here to kick off the Gold Rush Tournament. As you see, we got Kurt Angle going up against Mabel, the man who won the 1995 King of the Ring. Nice DDT there by the Olympic gold medalist. You know, the man won the gold medal with a broken freaking neck. Anyway, he's got a lot of mass to be going up against here. At about 500 pounds, Mabel, formerly King Mabel. You may know him as Viscera or Big Daddy V later on in his career. Anyway, if you might remember, oh, got a pin here. Just gets a 1 count, though. If you remember back on Valentine's Day, February 14th, we had a big battle royal featuring 28 former WWF/WWE Royal Rumble winners. Well, guess what? This Gold Rush tournament is going to take 16 former WWF/WWE King of the Rings going at it. Now, you may know some of those former Royal Rumble winners were also King of the Rings, but we have exempt them from this tournament. And it just so happens there are 16, which makes it perfect for a single elimination tournament. This week and next week, you will see the first round of these tournament matches. But if you come to Madison Square Garden Friday, January 20th, you will be able to see the rest of these Gold Rush tournament matches take place. We'll have a number of other matches on that card as well. But, let's focus on what's going on in the ring right now. Currently, Mabel is just showing his size, using that strength advantage here against Kurt Angle. Lateral press. Referee was on the opposite side of the ring. Only got a 2 count from that. So if you knew who won the Royal Rumble, you knew who would be in the Valentine's Day Battle Royal. And if you know who won the King of the Ring, well, you know who was going to be in this tournament. Remember, former Royal Rumble winners who also happen to be King of the Ring will not be taking part. There is no double dipping. Right now, Mabel is currently in control, and I am going to take a sip of my soda. Oh, it's pop, because I'm from Michigan, so we call it pop. Roll up again, but Mabel's able to kick out. That's a lot of mass to hold down on a victory roll. Nice back body drop there. Kurt Angle went on to have a hell of a career in professional wrestling. Oh, we got some hockey punches, hockey uppercuts. Multiple-time WWF champion, former TNA World Heavyweight Champion. I believe he was even the IWGP Heavyweight Champion at one point. Whereas Mabel there, former WWF Tag Team Champion with his partner, Mo, back when he was a man on a mission. Oh, I believe he was also the Hardcore Champion at one point. Oh, Mabel just collapses after taking that rabbit punch to the back of the head. Up Kurt, nice small package. But as I said, that is not just a lot of weight, but a lot of mass to try and keep hooked. But if anybody could do it, you would have to think it's a former Olympic gold medalist. Big body slam. Drop toe hold, though. Mabel does lose a lot of that strength advantage when he's on the mat. We have an ankle lock. Is he going to get the submission? You know, even though there's a lot of meat, those ankle bones can be fragile. Doesn't take a lot of power. Ooh, to snap them. Like you're snapping into a Slim Jim. Makes me want a beef stick right now. A Nitro State Nachos. Side slam. As I said, we're going to have the first round matches here this week and some next week. But if you want to see the tournament quarterfinals to end, you got to be there, Madison Square Garden. Spring Equinox. Lateral press after that European uppercut. Mabel kicked out. Is Angle going to be able to lift up a man that large for that big, big Olympic slam? Some of that carbonation came back up. I mean, could have muted the mic right there. Hammering blow to the back. There must be a winner. There is no time limit in these Gold Rush tournament matches. Up, going for the ankle lock again, but Mabel uses his free leg to kick Angle right in the back of the face. Mule kick. Ooh, but don't let that big man hear you call him a mule. What a clothesline. Mabel's not going for any kind of maneuver in which he can take a pin, but oh! Angle tried to hook the leg, but Mabel kicked out right away. Side headlock. No! That is an almost 500-pound man. He just backdropped. Angle once again going for the ankle, but Mabel's just about able to reach the ropes. Falling slam, leg is hooked. That's got to be it. Three. No! No, do not count our Olympic hero out. You know he has those three eyes. Oh, what is this? Timber! Oh, okay, that's it. 1, 2, 3. What? Angle. Angle has a lot of time to catch his breath. Oh, Fujiwara armbar. Going for a different extremity right now. Mabel was quick to reach those ropes, though. Both men collide. Angle with the back of Mabel. They're down. Referee is not making a 10 count. Up. Oh my God. He was able to pick up Mabel for that Olympic slam. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. Kurt Angle gets the first victory here in the first match of the Gold Rush tournament. Up next, we have the 1989 King of the Ring, El Matador Tito Santana, taking on the 1994 King of the Ring, the Rocket Owen Hart. Now, a lot of you might not realize the King of the Ring tournament actually started back in 1985. It was simply an event for WWF house shows or large arena events. It wasn't actually until 1993 that it became its own pay-per-view. Schoolboy roll-up. Took the boy to school, but only got a 1 count out of that. Tito Santana, former Intercontinental Champion, multiple-time World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champion as well. Tito been wrestling since the late 1970s, at least in the WWF. You know, back before the whole Hulkamania era began. Nice enziguri. You know, Owen Hart took out Shawn Michaels with that same maneuver. Owen Hart, of course, did everything in the WWF short of becoming the heavyweight champion. 94 King of the Ring, as I mentioned, multiple-time WWF Tag Team Champion, former Intercontinental Champion, multiple-time European Champion. Nice Samoan drop from the Mexican there. Arriba. Oh, hit him with that flying forearm. That could be it. 1, 2. Oh, no kick out at 2. We already saw Owen's older brother Brett here back on February 14th. Took part in that big battle royal. Nice Russian leg sweep. Don't know why they call that a Russian leg sweep, but they do. Tito dragging him away from the ropes because he wants to go for that figure 4 leg lock. Was a signature maneuver of El Matador back in the 80s. You know, speaking of Bret Hart, Bret Hart's a bit upset with what went down in that Battle Royal, as Batista was eliminated but not seen by the ref, so Batista snuck back into, oh, big elbow drop. Batista snuck back into that Royal Rumble and eliminated Bret the Hitman Hart. Ooh, Owen Hart takes the worst of that. Tito going up top again. Nice splash. That has to be it. 2, 3. No. Owen somehow kicks out. All right. Now, Owen go for a lateral press, but yeah, Tito's feet are under the ropes. There's been a bit of controversy recently, what with the referee not necessarily breaking up pinfalls, I should say. But this time the referee is going to make a 10 count here, because despite the fact that in Fire Pro Vanilla there is a 20 count, here in our Fire Pro Wrestling world, thanks to Carlzilla Mod Pack, we have a 10 count on the outside. And while there is no time limit in these Gold Rush tournament matches, it still is possible for a double countout to occur, and I'm sure neither one of these men want to lose via countout. And I'm sure the audience does not want to see a double countout occur. Tito getting back in the ring, and Owen beats the count. And then it's Club Santana in the back of the head because he was showboating a little bit. Inside cradle, 1, 2, 3, no, 2.9. The Rocket almost eliminated from the Gold Rush tournament. Owen Hart being trained in his father's infamous dungeon basement up there in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Ooh, a sit-down tombstone pile driver. That is what broke Stone Cold Steve Austin's neck back at SummerSlam 1997. Ooh, and that's almost what took Tito there out of the Gold Rush tournament. Both men giving it their all, as this may only be the first round. You know, come March 20th, come the Spring Equinox, it's going to be the quarters, the semis, and the finals. One night, the winner's going to have to beat 3 other opponents in a row on March 20th if they want to become the first Gold Rush winner. Cover gets all 3. No. Another near fall. A lot of near falls in this match. Side salto, or a gunt wrench, whatever you want to call it. I'd say both men are equally matched. However, Tito Santana's career was starting to kind of come downhill as Owen Hart was on the rise back in the new gen era of the WWF. Nice spinning heel kick. Owen a little bit slow to get to his feet, though. Up, Tito going for a pile driver, and he hits it. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Tito used that figure 4 earlier in the match. We know Owen Hart is known for using the sharpshooter, but he's going for the, schoolboy too close to the ropes. He knows better than that. Both these men are veterans of the ring. A lot of experience between, and that's the sharpshooter I was talking about. But Tito did not submit. He is slow to capitalize, though, but he is punching furiously. You know, he loves that flying forearm, or the flying jalapeno, as Jesse Ventura used to call it. Going at it again. Nice swinging neck breaker. Owen's on the comeback. Spinning heel kick. Oh, he's got the legs. You think he wants to go for that sharpshooter one more time? No. Tito gets up beforehand. Tito's turning this match into a brawl. Then again, he's going up to the high red district. Diving elbow, no, but Owen gets out of the way. Second sit-down tombstone pile driver. That's got to be all. 1, 2, 3, and the Rocket Owen Hart advances in the Gold Rush tournament. In the middle of that Gold Rush tournament, we got some ladies action as we have the debuting Wendi Richter taking on Spectre. Spectre brought in by Abdullah Farouk Jr. and going for the low blow there. You can see Farouk there on the outside. Now, Wendi Richter, man, she is a legend in ladies wrestling. Former WWF Women's Champion, former AWA Ladies Champion. You know, she has a well-documented past with the fabulous Moolah. Oh. I believe she was also the Caribbean champion, too, in the World Wrestling Oh, nice back elbow. World Wrestling Council. Doki's going to play some golf here. You know, I know a lot of wrestlers like golf. Never was a big fan of golf myself. Shoulder breaker. You might not be able to golf if you don't have a working shoulder. Spectre there with a nice knee. Oh, Farouk is just begging Wendi to stop. Richter charges in the corner with an elbow. Spectre falls face first on the mat. We got a Boston Crab. Not able to get the victory with that, though. Nice cross body. 2. No. You know, Wendi Richter was the ladies champion right around the time Tito Santana was Intercontinental champion back in the mid-'80s. As it was 1985 where Wendi Richter actually won the WWF Ladies Championship from Leilani Kai. 1, 2, no. Once again, though, Spectre goes to that shoulder. Smart strategy. Oh, that elbow hit its mark. Moolah has her own troubles now. You know what, dealing with Rhea Ripley and Mildred Burke, and now you got Wendi Richter on the scene. Man, this ladies division is heating up. Oh, pile driver attempt reversed into a backdrop on the outside. As Richter has her hands full here with Spectre right now. Got to give Spectre some, oh. You're not going to get a submission over there. Look how the camera pans back. Remember, there's only a 10 count here. Fall away slam. Wendi Richter is deceptively strong. Nice swinging neck breaker. We got to cover. It would have to be an upset here if Spectre got the win. Oh, what do we get? Oh! Torture rack! That's a move I would not expect to see out of her. Oh, we got a bear hug. Both ladies going for a submission victory. Running bulldog. And there's the power bomb. Oh, of course, Farouk has to try to get up and distract the referee so he can't make the count. Come on, referee. This match is over. Spectre's been on the mat for what, 5, 6, 7, 10 seconds? Jesus. 1, 2, 3. Oh, make it 15 seconds. And Spectre must have been KO'd from that power bomb from the debuting and victorious Wendi Richter. We have the 1999 King of the Ring. Oh, Smoking Gun, Billy Gunn there, getting taken over on a snap mirror. Oh, and his neck twisted by the 2024 King of the Ring, Gunther. However, he is known as Walter, his name before joining World Wrestling Entertainment. Walter. Ooh, a man with so much power behind everything he does that any move could be a finishing move. Whereas Billy Gunn is I want to say Billy Gunn is the most decorated tag team champion in the WWE, having won tag team championships with his brother Bart, the Road Dogg Jesse James, and Chuck Palumbo. Like 11 or 12, give or take. I'd have to go and double check. I should say the most decorated former WWF tag team champion with multiple partners, as I believe the Usos and the New Day between one another also have about as many tag team championships as Billy Gunn does on his own. What a big chop to the back there. Ouch. Walter, a former world heavyweight champion in modern-day WWE. But those accolades don't mean as much as it does simply being a former King of the Ring here in this Gold Rush tournament. Walter, big power bomb, jackknife style. Oh my God, that could be it. 1, 2, 3. No, Billy kicks out. Billy Gunn currently in AEW, tagging with, I can't remember whom, but a former member of the Acclaimed. He's getting a resurgence in his career, since there he is known as Daddy Ass. Nice fall-away slam. Gunther with a... Well, I guess because Gunther is... Or Walter is German, I suppose I ought to just call that a suplex, right? A simple suplex from Walter. Now Walter tumbles out of the ring. Billy Gunn goes to follow. Remember, there are only a 10 count here. Referee's already at 2. Another suplex. Oh, looks like he barely hit the mat. Half crab. You're not going to get a submission on the outside. Although I don't think Walter cares. Uh-oh. Billy might want to try to get back in the ring. And Walter does. Lateral press. Not even for a 1. Billy likes to go. Oh, I thought Billy was going to go in for that stinger splash. You know, he likes to do that. We now have a strike exchange. I got a feeling that Walter is going to get the best of that, but I might be wrong. Ooh, I am not. Walter follows through with those chops, some of the stiffest chops in modern day wrestling. God, I can feel it over here. I think Billy Gunn might have been going for a suplex of his own, but Walter knows about that. I mean, he loves suplexes and overhand chops and big clubbing lariats. That's got to be it. It is. Walter advances over Billy Gunn. And last up for the first half of the first round of the Gold Rush tournament, it is one half of Harlem Heat, Booker T, with Sister Sari absent at ringside, going up against the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. DiBiase won the King of the Ring tournament back in 1988, whereas Booker T was the first wrestler to win the King of the Ring championship. Lateral press only gets 1. Booker T was the first man to become the King of the Ring after it stopped being its own annual pay-per-view in WWE. If you remember, Booker T used that title of King to become King Booker. And he began talking with a fancy accent. Lateral press by Booker. You may notice, as I said, Sister Sherry is not at ringside right now with Booker T. That is not because she did not want to be, but simply because in tournaments here in Fire Pro Wrestling, we are not going to allow seconds. No partners, no valets, no management. If you are in a tournament, it's going to be 1-on-1 or 2v2 or whatever the tournament requires. No seconds at ringside. Also, why Virgil is absent, you may notice. It's simply Ted DiBiase going up against Booker T. $1 Million Dream. DiBiase going for the submission early in the match. Booker's able to shrug him off, though. Leg is hooked. Ooh, near fall. You know, Ted DiBiase was never able to become a world heavyweight champion, unlike Booker T. DiBiase falling back with that elbow, misses. Booker T was a 5-time WCW champion, former WWE World Heavyweight Champion, TNA Legends Champion. But despite all those singles accolades, Booker T is more... Oh, might see a missile drop kick. Yes, we do. Booker T is well known as being a tag team specialist with his brother, Stevie Ray. Inverted atomic drop. Oh, going for it again. DiBiase with that $1 Million Dream again. Wants to see Booker T go to sleep. Those aren't Z's in his eyes, but dollar signs, DiBiase says. DiBiase with a pile driver. Might be going for the cover after that. Indeed, he is. 1, 2, 3. No, Booker T kicks out. You know, Booker T coming off that little bit of a feud there with high voltage. Up figure 4. DiBiase really wants a submission, but now he's targeting the legs. Sister Sherry says there's a bigger fish to fry here.
Help me. Oh, God.
Oh, we're getting raided. We got a Godecki raid. Nice sidekick there. Godecki coming through after playing Final Fantasy VI, the remaster. Booker decides I'm going to set him up in the air for a little bit. Let him think about everything he's done in this match as he brings him down from that vertical suplex. DiBiase drops that fist. DiBiase's had some legal troubles being involved with a scam, but we're not going to get into that right now as I think he has the win here. 1, 2. Indeed he does. Ted DiBiase moves on to the Gold Rush tournament. The quarterfinal taking place Friday, March 20th. But until then, I am Benoit signing off. See you next week, guys, and remember, keep on simming.